All right, all right, all right. We are live. Hello, everybody. Yes,
Yes.
yes,
Hello,
yes.
hello,
We
hello.
made it. I know it took us a few minutes to get here. Today has been a day.
Understatement.
But you know what? We are here and we got something for you. Okay. All right. So as you're jumping
Absolutely.
on, just let us know where you're coming from. We shout out in our broadcast. Just let
Yes.
us know. I see a couple of you are jumping on. Thank you, thank you, thank you for
Yes.
coming through each and every week. Yes, we have an
Absolutely.
amazing training for you guys. We're going to be talking about QR codes. And if you're not sure what they are and why you should be using them, you will
Oh,
find
yeah.
that out today. So you will also may want to take some pictures of some of the slides that we'll be showing you. Yes, we have slides today. Hey, Stephanie. Hey, how
Hey,
are
hey,
you?
hey.
North
That's
Carolina.
right, guys. Remember, if you're live, hit hashtag live and let us know where you're coming from. And if
That's
you're watching us at a later time, hit that hashtag replay. Let us know where you're coming in from. And of
absolutely.
course, D, if you guys look right above you, you're going to see something that says StreamYard.com hashtag backslash Facebook. Oh, you see, I'm all up in the hashtags and QR
And
codes
today is
today.
a hashtag kind of day.
I'm like,
So,
hashtag.
all right.
Hashtag is today over.
That's my hashtag live, Stephanie.
Ah,
North Carolina in the house.
yes, North Carolina.
For those of you
And
that do not know who we are, my name is Daria Jackson-Legagneur, and this is my business partner, Tikeja Wyatt. And I'm from New York, and she's from sunny Florida. And I have
not
to
to
say
say.
that the weather has been unseasonable because it's cold here, but it's also cold.
Yes,
She's that way. It is also cold in Florida. So,
absolutely.
so if
I
you
don't know what's going on, but it's cold all around. The snowbirds came down. They kind of disappointed this year because
kind of,
it's been 30 degrees some days here. So yeah, anyway, about this bipolar weather, we could talk about that.
yeah, we
You
can
know,
talk
this weather
about
is crazy
that.
today.
What's going on, Valerie? She says she from sunny Florida. I don't know what y'all talk. She said I don't know what y'all talking about.
Mm-mm. It was hot a little bit earlier, but honey, in Central Florida, ooh, that
Yeah,
wind is cutting.
it's 17 degrees in New York. So,
Valerie on the East Coast. I'm dead in the middle. Dead in the middle.
oh, okay. Hey,
I
Renee,
know she's
thank
warm.
you. She's from
Hey, hey.
Orlando. How is it in Orlando? Is it cold?
Look.
Did people go to Disney today with their coats?
Oh my God. So
Honey,
you guys are in for a treat today. You see
hey,
me
Colleen.
sweating, don't act like that.
Colleen.
Colleen. I'm like,
Yes, Colleen.
eyes not working.
She said it's 75 degrees. That's not bad. We could do that.
75 is not bad at all.
I'll take it.
Not even.
I'll take it.
Put my phone on do not
So we're
disturb.
trying to get started here. It's like my phone is dinging, her phone is dinging, but we're gonna get through this presentation.
Mm-hmm.
Technology just was not our friend today. So if you happen to see some typos or whatever O's, charge it, to our minds, not our hearts,
Or
because
whatever.
we have time today trying to get this thing together for you guys.
Technology was not our friend.
It
That's all
wasn't.
we're gonna
It
say.
wasn't.
Let's keep it moving. Like that's all we can say.
But wow, 20 degrees in Wisconsin. Woo! But you know, you will get value, no doubt. We're gonna bring it for you guys. But if our slides look a little cray cray, just letting you know that's not
They're fine. They're fine. Daria teasing y'all.
look, might be all like this, all out like that, but no. So
Yeah, you guys will receive value. All the information is there. You know we like to elaborate, so feel free to ask questions if you guys get lost.
yes, 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 yes. But so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna share my screen and Takeisha's gonna start it off, and then
Boom,
we
boom,
know
boom.
we're gonna do what we do. So give me a second. Hey, what's going on,
Absolutely.
Mary? Good to see you, girl.
Yes. Welcome, welcome, everyone.
Yes.
And if you guys aren't sure what a QR code is, this is a QR code.
Mm-hmm.
That's a QR code right there in that corner. And I just got to make my screen bigger because
So
my
you
eyes
can
don't
see,
want to work
right?
today.
Right.
Yeah,
Well,
I made my screen large, so I just
I'm
waiting on you.
right, and I'm gonna make sure that this screen is large. Can you guys see
Oh, go
this?
to the beginning. Go to the beginning.
Oh, I thought this was my
No,
bad.
ma'am. No, ma'am.
Here we
That's
go.
why
Boom.
it's a team effort, right?
Uh,
Teamwork make the dream work.
the dream work. All right. All
Let me
right.
see. Did I spell our names right? Because
You know,
listen, sometimes I spell my name wrong, y'all. So that's
and
why when we say y'all don't have to be perfect and you don't have to be a genius. One day I spent 5 minutes spelling me and Daria's name wrong. I don't know what was wrong with my fingers, but
now you
anyway.
know I can understand her spelling my name wrong because I had to learn how to spell it. All right. So, so I get
It
it.
just didn't want to type.
I was like, Will, how we say our name? I mean, how we spell our name again?
So, guys, this is gonna be something spectacular for you guys who like social distancing, right? Who you like, oh, I'm glad they came out with that 6 feet rule because I don't want people up on me anyway, right? So you like, and I don't want to take business cards from people. I don't want to hand people stuff, right? This right here is a dream come true for you,
Yes.
right? So how to use QR codes to market effectively and profit, because you don't want to just market and right, and you want to make something off of that. You want to put it out there and you want to reap the benefits. So we're going to go through our little agenda. So the agenda may be a little out of order because I made this time and then and then I put everything together. So just so you guys know. So we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna do the introduction, let you guys know why QR codes, right? Why do you need QR codes? Why should you be using QR codes? What's the importance of QR codes? Now, of course, we're going to talk about QR code uses, right? We're going to show some cases, right? Because there are several businesses that have been using QR codes since they first came out.
Mm-hmm.
So we're going to talk, right? We're going to talk about QR codes for product reviews, QR codes for digital payments, which I know some of you guys are already doing that, right? You whip out that Burger King app or that McDonald's app, right? And you let them scan that so you can get your rewards. And then we're going to talk about how to make a QR code for your business, right? Because it's great that you know about QR codes and how to use them, but it would be nice to also know how to make them. No. Now, and then we're going to talk about the marketing uses for QR codes, right? Then we're going to wrap it all up and do a QR code with you guys and show you guys how you can make your own QR code.
Boom.
All right.
All right.
So let's get it started.
Let's get it started.
Boom. Now remember, my eyes not working that well today, so I might be squinting a little bit. Y'all just work with me. It happens. Okay. So the introduction, right? I don't know if some of you may or may not have heard of the Denso Wave company, right? So this was a company that back in 2000, and back in 1994, they're the first company that started using QR codes, but they weren't using them to market with, right? They were using QR codes for inventory to keep up with their vehicles. Now tell me that's not something. That's something that you can definitely do. Mm-hmm. Right? Use them to keep inventory, to track the manufacturing process, right? So we know that modern QR codes didn't come into the mainstream until what? 2011. Around that time, I'm pretty sure that's when a lot of you guys started hearing about them and seeing them in print different places, especially when Best Buy and Macy's began using them. Now that was pretty hot because you guys could go in there and you guys were getting coupons and things like that from a little QR code. So of course that was awesome. And in 2021, QR codes are being scanned by millions of smartphone users worldwide. right? And of course, that's due to several different factors. One being that everybody and their mom has a smartphone, right? So of course, you're going to be having more people utilizing smartphones. Now, with 3.8 billion people projected to use smartphones and 90% of the population estimated to have access to high-speed internet in 2021. Now, this is already 2022, right? The growing popularity of QR codes isn't slowing down anytime soon.
No.
So when you add the access to technology to Apple and Android smartphones, updated QR code scanning capability in the camera app, right? So that's what happened. As soon as they updated everything, now you pull out your camera and all of a sudden it's a QR code app, right? You can scan QR codes. You can go in a restaurant and scan a menu just by scanning the QR code, right? You guys remember that pandemic changed.
Get on a plane the same way. Don't even need a
Absolutely.
ticket.
So then it should come as no surprise that 11 million households scanned a QR code in 2020, right? And that's up from 9.7 million, in 2018. So yes, they are accessible, but why else have QR codes increased so steadily in popularity? Some of you probably can answer this for yourself. But the reason is the increase in QR codes is due to, of course, the pandemic. Right? And it made perfect sense to start using QR codes in the pandemic, just for the simple fact that everybody had to start social distancing. Right? And nobody wanted to start sharing materials. Of course, you got to get this menu, you pass it to the next person, the next table come, they get that menu. People were like, I don't want to touch that menu. They was at that table coughing, right?
My gloves,
I need my gloves, my sanitizer, my mask, everything, right? Everybody was going crazy. Yeah. So people wanted to stop sharing stuff. People wanted to be more hygienic. They wanted a safe way to share information, right, about their organizations and their campaigns and stuff. You wanted to still be able to get your information out without having to be around people like that, right? So with that in mind, this little thing that we put together for you is going to cover all the bases of how you're going to create a QR code and how to use it to profit. All right, so let's move on from the introduction and we're going to jump right into it, guys. Right, we're going to talk about the different uses for QR codes. Of course, the majority of us are all online, right? And I guess you guys are probably wondering, well, how can I use it? How can I use it, right? Here are a few examples. Because most people, when they're using a QR code, they're either scanning something that's in their hand or they're scanning the computer or some paper or something like that. So usually 9 times out of 10, it's not going to be on your phone unless it's they give you 2 choices, right? Either scan this code or type in this code is what you'll normally see. So you can use a QR code in place of a phone number to call your organization. So you see this little QR code up here in the top right-hand corner. You can have that to scan to your company's information. Let's say you were doing a weight loss, right? You were doing a weight loss program and y'all had this brand new shake y'all came out with, brand new weight loss shake, and that's all you wanted to talk about. That's all you wanted to promote. When people scanned it, you want them to see the information about it and some contact information to get you. You put all that information on that one little code, which will show you how to do. It'll take what? Less than 2 minutes, right, D? Less than 2 minutes to create it.
Doesn't take long at all.
Yeah, to create a QR code. So you can use a QR code and you can scan an event and that event will automatically populate to your calendar, which I love all the time. I always add things to my calendar because it's just so easy to remember something that's already on your calendar and not have to, okay, now I got to pull out my calendar. I got to put it in there for the birds. That's old.
Right in there.
Yep. Use a QR code to send a preset text or email in store. Place a QR code by the door, right, to allow customers to easily connect to the store's Wi-Fi at a restaurant. How many of you guys love the convenience of that?
I love it.
You don't have to, right? You don't have to ask them for the Wi-Fi code. You scan this thing, it's over.
It's right there.
There you go. It's paperless and it's contactless, right? which is great for menus because nobody want to touch menus that somebody else coughed on, especially not nowadays. I mean, maybe back in the days when everybody ate a piece of cake that somebody blew on, right?
We don't do that anymore.
Them days over, baby.
No candles out no more. You know, we doing this.
I'm telling you. Now, for you guys that are heavy on social media, this is something you probably never even thought about. Using a QR code to follow a profile on social media or putting your social media profile on a QR code. Somebody scans that code, they go directly to your Facebook page, directly to your TikTok, directly to wherever you choose to send them to, right? And so that's what I love about it. You can use it for virtual business cards. Some of you guys receive some cards from some digital cards from us, right? As a free giveaway. So that's why we always tell you guys digital cards, QR codes, and you can put your digital card on a QR code. So instead of handing people your business card, you just tell them to scan or tap, right? Here, tap your phone on here. That's it. You don't have to worry about that anymore, right? You can share contact information, right? If you, yeah, and it's seamless. You can send your coordinates to your location. You can send people coupons or discounts. Yes. You can use it just for marketing, right? And then if you wanted to get fancy, you can include your company's branding. Of course, if you're branding yourself, you can include a picture of you or your logo, right? You can make it mobile friendly, and you have all your social links on there. And you want to make sure that you have a clear call to action on there. Just like if you're doing a live video, it's the same thing. If they're scanning that QR code, when they open it up, you should say what you want them to do. Call now, right? Make your purchase now. Reserve your seat today. Yes. Right? You want to give them something to do.
All those calls. Yes. Telling them what to do.
Yes. And you guys should be seeing QR codes everywhere nowadays. Right? Everywhere, especially with this sample right here. QR codes being used for digital payments, just like I was talking about. If you guys have any of the fast food apps, you guys should have that, because I have the McDonald's app on my phone. I tell you guys, my daughter loves Happy Meals. And so I love the fact that I can get free Happy Meals, right? I buy so many Happy Meals, I get a free Happy Meal. So I pull up my little handy dandy McDonald's app, right? It's going to give me some QR codes and all of those things. And all I have to do is pull it up and show it to them at McDonald's. Right? All I do is show it to them. I tell them this is what I want. I show it to them. I pull it up. I'm going to show you guys, just because we're live on here, crispy chicken sandwich. I'm going to say that's what I want.
Right.
And the deals.
You know, I have a Dunkin' Donuts app and the same thing. And my mother couldn't understand. I said, Ma, just give them the phone. She didn't realize they were scanning the app and I was paying for it, you know, for our
see that?
Dunkin' Donuts. So it's just like on the picture and just like Tikeja is showing you, you know.
Now that's McDonald's. So you don't think that you need QR codes? Because a lot of times I tell people that don't market, like people are own businesses, but they'll never market the business. And you have to think to yourself, McDonald's sign, you see that sign, I see that sign, over 1 billion people served. They still marketing. You think every household has not heard of McDonald's? Because they have.
You know?
But that won't stop McDonald's from advertising, because the more you see them, the more you're going to come there. So they're smart to have an app, right? With a QR code, which is what we're discussing today. This is how you profit from QR codes. You put your codes in there. You put your contact information in there. You put your products in there, right? And so the rise of QR codes started way back in China. Way back with WeChat. And it all started in China. I know a lot of you guys have heard of WeChat. It's a messaging app, right? It's a messaging app in China. Well, we decided that we loved the fact that it was contactless payment. And so we went with that. And it's right now predicted to hit 4.68 trillion T with a trillion, $4.68 trillion.
Wow.
Right? QR code is going to be a $4.68 trillion industry by 2027. That's only in 5 years. An increase that feels perfectly attainable when you factor in the first quarter, right? The first quarter of 2020, the economy from WeChat QR codes catapulted up by 25.86%, regardless of the struggles of the macro environment. So regardless of the fact that we had a pandemic going on,
exactly.
right? Besides the fact that people wasn't even allowed to visit their own grandma, boom. If that doesn't tell you that QR codes are on the rise, and of course now more and more people are saying to themselves, "Ooh, I want to." Did somebody touch that before me? You see people now doing that more and more everywhere they go. Oh no, somebody touched that lid. No, can you make that all over? Oh no, she touched that bag. I don't care if she didn't go inside.
Mm-hmm.
Right? So QR codes are the bomb. You don't have to physically touch anybody, right? You can put up a piece of paper with a QR code on that bad boy, and people can come and scan them. How they used to pull those pieces of paper where you put up a sign that said house for rent or whatever, and your phone number, how you cut them up at the bottom so people could just pull them off. Now you can just put your QR code on there and they can just scan it. No papers to touch, no papers to get.
Beautiful thing. So you're going to get in on QR codes, y'all.
Got to. And we'll show you how to make one because you need it. You need it for your business. Now, in the US, many turn to QR payments as a safe payment method, right? Because more than 10% of people were reporting that they used it for the first time during the pandemic.
Yeah.
And I have been using QR codes for years and I didn't even think about it, right? It wasn't even a thought on my mind. So over a third of existing QR payment users are using them much more. Isn't that crazy? Over a third of existing QR payment users. That's crazy. So retailers, of course, they jumping at the chance to use apps, right? You see, that's why I say you see Macy's, you see JCPenney's, McDonald's. It's pretty much not a restaurant or retailer around that's not using them, or companies. Like even online and our marketing companies, we do the same thing. As you can see up top, we use them all the time. So the whole purpose is to increase your customer base, or in other words, your list. To increase your list. I will tell you all the time, you need to build a list. QR codes help you build a list, right? And needless to say, QR codes are here to stay. Right? Now that they're around, they're not going anywhere. And you're going to see these bad boys popping up all over the place. All over the place if you haven't already. So what are some more uses? Right? What are some more uses for QR codes? We just put this chart right here in case you guys wanted to take a picture of it.
Yeah.
Right? Because we already went over these. So just in case. But look at all these things. This is crazy.
Awesome.
Send somebody your location.
Yeah, Wi-Fi. That is so cool. Profile.
Thing.
Mm-hmm.
Look at that. Send a pre-text. Now y'all probably get these all the time and didn't realize that it was preset.
Even realize it. Yeah. So make sure you screenshotting this, guys, because this is hot. This is everything that was said on one slide.
Now, this is why we tell you guys that sometimes in the beginning you do more work because you set it up. Once you set it up, it's done. Right? It's just like your Facebook profile. You had to set it up, but once you set it up, you just jump on there every day. Same thing with a QR code. Right? But the beauty of a QR code is you can change the destination URL. So let's say you put out this QR code. This QR code was going to, let's say you were selling credit repair, right? And so you was doing credit repair. You've been doing your thing. All of a sudden, the company shut down. Well, you don't want your link still going to that company, right? You might not even remember all the places you put your link, right? You put that QR code because you might not have written it down. Some people, don't write the stuff down. So you can still change it. All you're doing is logging into your computer and changing the destination URL. So you don't have to go around town pulling down all those flyers.
Right. Isn't that wonderful? Technology is beautiful. Love
Before it was like, oh, the phone number changed. I gotta
right? Oh my God, I gotta go or to the west
I
side.
gotta find all of them.
All them signs,
Yes. So here we go. Burger King. If you guys can look at this QR code, if you'll notice, it's not black. It is inside of a bun, inside of two buns, and it has the Burger King logo in the middle. QR codes can look pretty much however you want them to look. They'll still have that square, right? And it'll still look like a bizarre puzzle. It'll still look like that, but you can make them any color you want them. A lot of people just only ever see them in black because people just used to making them in black, right? But you can change the colors, you can brand it to you, all different types of things. So during the initial worldwide lockdown of the COVID pandemic, Burger King used QR codes as the backbone of one of their marketing campaigns. Now, that campaign consisted of 3 Burger King commercials advertising for a free Whopper sandwich. I know some of y'all saw that. And McDonald's did the same thing. If you download the app, you get a free sandwich. As a matter of fact, I worked an event for McDonald's. Yeah, I'm a brand ambassador for McDonald's. So I worked an event for McDonald's where I was giving away crispy chicken sandwiches. I went on live and told people come get a free sandwich, this, and I'm handing them out t-shirts and stuff. So when people get free food, they automatically, I don't know, it's something about free food. They're like, oh, I'm gonna download that app. It's just what happens. So everybody pulling out their phone, the commercial come out, trying to scan this QR code because they want to get the free sandwich, right? That's the way it goes. So now all you got to do is download the app. You get a free sandwich. So to direct viewers to the app, each commercial included a floating QR code that, when scanned, redirected users to the Burger King app where they could download their free Whopper coupon. Right. And that's the source where we got it from. And that's the QR code if y'all want to scan it. But yeah, like I said, you don't even have to scan the code. You can just go to Burger King app and it will give you a free Whopper. Same thing with McDonald's. When you download the McDonald's app, McDonald's give you a free crispy chicken sandwich, not the $1 chicken sandwich. They give you that $6 sandwich. I was working in that so much that day. Oh my God. It was awesome. I like giving away free stuff. So I was out there giving away free sandwiches, free t-shirts, all kind of stuff. I mean, I didn't have to stand in no kitchen. I got to walk around. Child, we'll talk. I'm like, we'll talk. So look at this. You see what I said? You can make them all different kinds of colors, background colors. The QR code itself a color. Now, this right here is what you call the $100,000 puzzle. $100,000 puzzle. You can make money off of these. A YouTuber by the name of David Dobrik used QR codes in combination with a lottery. He sold puzzles to his fans, right, with a unique QR code as the final image. So if you completed the puzzle in the allotted time that he gave you, and then you scan that code, it revealed, that you were guaranteed to win at least 25 cents, right? At least 25 cents. So of course, everybody like, dang, I might not win nothing on something else, but 25 cents. So what did this dude do? Right? This dude sold 17,000 puzzles in the first hour and distributed $250,000 in prizes.
Wow.
Just with this little old QR code.
That is so powerful, guys.
Right?
You guys are seeing
just adding this to his campaign.
Powerful.
So imagine if he would have just Imagine if he would have just sold puzzles and didn't have this on here at the end, right? And told people that they can win stuff. He wouldn't, for one, He sold 17,000 puzzles, which means he got 17,000 people contact information. Remember how many people in your contacts, that's pretty much how much you make every month. If you got 500 people in your contacts, pretty much guaranteed you don't make more than $500 a month, right? If you got 5,000 people you emailing every month, more than likely you making $5,000 a month, right? It's a numbers game.
Person.
So,
yep.
So that's why we tell you have to build your list, build your list, build your list.
We're going to keep saying it over and over and over and over and over and over again.
Like a broken record.
Yep.
So what we're going to do is we're going to show you guys how to create a QR code for your business. So we're going to discuss it, then we're going to show you. So how do you create a code, right? What's the big deal? How do you create a QR code for your business? So the way you do this is you want to find a QR code creator, a QR code generator, right? And of course, you can do that several different ways, but you want to make sure the QR code generator that you find does certain things, right? Some of them are free, some of them are paid for, and you just want to make sure the one that you find does these certain things. So you want to make sure that it covers all your needs. So some things you want to look for. You want to make sure you can track and analyze the performance of that QR code, right? So you want to know where it was scanned from. If it allows you to design a code that is unique to your brand, you want that, just like our Burger King had. And if you have your own brand, that's cool. And if you don't, that's cool as well. And you want to make sure, you want to make sure that it's compatible with common QR code readers, right? And you're going to do that by testing it out. And we're going to tell you guys how to test out your QR code. Now, KY is a solid option that's easy to use, and it has a few handy features. Now, this one is they have a paid option on this one, but it does work phenomenally. And we'll tell you guys some free ones as well. Of course, we don't have a affiliate relationship with these guys or anything like that. So, KY is cool because it allows you to download in multiple file formats, and it makes it easy to change your destination link at any time. Because remember, that's important.
That's what you want.
At any time, right? You wanted to say that. Change your destination link at any time. I think I need to let you get up in there. Woo! So if you guys want to see a sample, you guys can scan this QR code. This is our QR code. And so all you have to do is, if you have a camera on your phone, what you want to do is you want to pull up the camera, and I'm looking for the camera. I'm like, you would think I don't use this phone.
Yeah, so you're looking for the
camera. There it is.
Yeah, and it's like you're taking a picture.
Yeah, just like you're taking a picture. And you'll see it down here to the bottom. But let me flip it around. All you do is you just hover over it. Just like that. Boom. It should vibrate in your hand. That's how you know. Now,
if you have an iPhone, it will say in Chrome. And then you tap it, and then it's going to open up the site that you directed the code.
Share it.
So it's a little different with the iPhone, but it does read it. It'll have like a yellow, like a yellow box around it, and it'll say Chrome or whatever your browser is. I use Chrome a lot, so that's probably why it says in Chrome, and then that way you just hit it, and then it'll take you right there.
Right. And if you guys want to know if you hit the right thing, Daria, I think we got to edit that one, because for some reason it has I'm at the end of it.
Okay. All right.
But this is what you should see when you click on it. Daria edited it. You guys will be able to see it.
Oh, okay.
You see it now?
Yeah. And that's why it's so important that you check it just to make sure it goes where you expect it to go. Okay. So this is a good example, because if it didn't go where we wanted to, for some reason it worked on my end. I don't know, but then I downloaded it a couple of times, so who knows which one we uploaded.
And we do that all the time, right? So, that's the thing. You're like, so let's rename this one. Yeah, so we'll fix this one.
Yeah, so you want to make sure you check it. So that the good thing is that we can just go in there and just edit the link and then it'll work.
Mhm.
Okay.
All
So
right.
and I'm
And we
glad that
are
this
8 minutes over, guys. We realize we 8 minutes over. We only have 6 more slides to go. So
yeah.
thank you for your patience. I mean, and it's not going to be long. I guess I might as well finish up, huh?
No, finish it up, girl. You do
So,
your thing. You're doing your
all
thing.
right, all right. So what are we going to do? We already found a place that we want to create that where we can make our code, right? So we found a place to generate the code. So now we need to create a code, design it, and link it up. Right? So next slide. And so this is what we're going to do. Here's the verbal.
Ooh, I don't know how come we went all the way back.
I don't know. That was really
This
weird.
technology for us. This is a real fast recap.
This is and this is why we say, please take notes.
A fast recap.
Boom.
And
There we go.
we are. Okay.
Yeah, this brown and white be killing me. So we already went through all this stuff, right? We about to get into the fun part, right? Which is customizing and designing. So
Yeah.
you want to know, yeah, you need to decide, do you want it to be branded to you, to your company? What do you want your QR code to look like? Do you want it to look like your logo, right? Do you want it to reflect your website's design scheme? What do you want to do? You need to decide first what color you want it to be, how you want it to look, what do you want it to match, right? So after you did all that, then you want to figure out what your goal is. And your goal is basically your call to action. Figure out what you want your call to action to be. So, because when somebody actually uses your QR code, right, and they go somewhere, you want them to do something. So, if you're in an event, for example, you might want to distribute business cards with the QR code on the card, right? Because you can, if you still want to pass out stuff, you can have a card on there with all your information on it. Or you can have your QR code on there, and that QR code can have your digital business card, which of course that digital business card can have all of your businesses on there. And Daria and I can show you how to do that at a later time. But I know we gave digital cards away to some of you guys. So if you guys are stuck or need help, reach out. We're always willing to help you guys. So
Exactly.
another example, like let's say you're trying to just get more leads. That's all you care about. You just want more leads. So maybe you want to link your QR code to a landing page. So whenever
Yep.
somebody scans it, they're going to land on your landing page. They can download the presentation that you have set up or a presentation that you put together yourself. And they can just go on there and look at it right then. Just keep your end goal in mind when you're creating the code. And just like any call to action, make it worthwhile for the person that's scanning.
That's right.
Right?
Make
What do they get
it
for scanning? Are they going to get a free something for free? Because when you scan our QR code, that's precisely what you get. You get a 7-step plan, right? Because everybody needs a blueprint. So that's what we give you guys. We give you a blueprint for scanning.
Mm-hmm.
We love it. So this
Ha!
is what we say, test it, right?
We
Just
got
like how we said. And that's why I say we make mistakes all the time. We're not perfect. And a
mm-hmm.
lot of times we love when it shows to y'all that we're not perfect because we like good. So they can
Right.
see that we, you know what I'm saying? We not perfect. And we make lots of mistakes. We just keep it moving. We don't sit there like, oh, hey, oh,
I'm so
no,
embarrassed.
no. We like, okay,
It is what
we
it
did.
is, right?
So in order to see if it reads correctly, you're just going to do exactly what I had suggested earlier. Only thing you're going to do is you're going to open up your camera, right? Because nowadays you have a Google Lens right on your camera.
Right.
That's right on your camera. You don't even have to download them anymore. And if you don't, you can always download a free QR code reader, right? There are free QR code readers and free QR code generators. Right. And the ones that read, you can pretty much get any QR code reader, right? Because it's going to read whatever. So they both are easy to use and well worth the quick test before launching, especially if you're new at it, you want to test it out, right? So whether you got an iPhone or an Android phone, All you got to do is simply tap on the QR code while viewing it with the camera.
Mm-hmm.
It'll vibrate in your hand, and that's how you know, boom, it's getting ready to come up. Now, what's the most important part of all of this, and this is why we say you want to profit, right? Track and analyze. Track and analyze. Oh, yeah. Okay. I'm like, dang, that looked wrong. I totally forgot this Z. Is
Yeah.
that how you spell analyze?
Analyze minus.
Sorry, guys. My whole everything just went right there. I was like,
Track and analyze without the Z.
So just like any other marketing campaign, you want to track and analyze how much traffic is coming from the specific code. And that's the beauty of QR codes. Just like a website, you can have multiple QR codes and you can track the conversions. You can put a QR code on Facebook and label it as being from Facebook. Somebody clicks on it. Oh, these people came off of my Facebook efforts, right?
Right.
So you want to know, are people scanning your code but not redeeming the offer once they get to your landing page, right? Because that's something you can track. Because dang, I got 500 people that scan the QR code, but what happened? Nobody bought anything. Maybe the link didn't work like you thought it did. Maybe the link didn't go where it was supposed to go, right? Maybe they're not compelled enough to even scan your QR code. So knowing all of this will help you troubleshoot and adjust your QR code so it can stop performing poorly, right? And mirror more closely to those that work well. You want to adjust the assets and campaigns surrounding those codes if that's where the problem is occurring. And you can find that out by tracking and analyzing. And when you create a QR code, they give you a way to track and analyze. They give you a way to track everything. So don't
it's not
feel like that's something you have to write down and keep up with. That'll be in your back office of the QR code generator.
right.
So to close it out, in 2022 and beyond, QR codes are more versatile than ever. QR code scanning is no longer reserved for internal use, but it has evolved to meet the new standard for inbound marketing, right? And that's what we want. We want people to organically come to us and organically say, hey, I don't know what you do. I saw you online. You look like you're doing a great job. Can you tell me what you do? Or sometimes people will say, look, I don't know what you do, but can I join you? It happens. I don't know what you do.
I like
But
to
can
work
I join you? Like, I want to do whatever it is you do. Can you teach me how to do it?
Mm-hmm.
Wait for it. It'll happen. It'll happen. Wait for it. Yeah. So, the smartphone evolution is what took over everything, and anything that you can do with smartphones, it's going to be on the rise, especially with all these creative minds that we have out here. QR codes have taken on a life of their own. So, but you got to remember, simply creating a QR code is not enough. Don't just create it to get people to scan it, right? You have to do more than that. Don't be afraid to think out of the box when it comes to optimizing your QR codes and tailoring it to your market strategy, right? Because of course your marketing strategy should be ever changing. Depending on what you have going on. Now you can use KY, you can use QR code generator, free QR code generator.com, or you can download a QR code generator from your Google Play Store or from your App Store if you have an iPhone. So now if you guys want to be interactive and do it with us, we're going to go ahead and use KY.
You want to use KY? Okay.
Yeah, because it's so easy for them to use.
I think if I remember correctly, you have to sign up for KY. Let me see.
Mm-hmm. Most of them you should have to sign up for.
Yeah, so
That's
this one makes it super easy.
Mm-hmm.
But you do have to join once you set it, do a put a URL.
Right.
So
But did you see what she did, guys? Let's slow down just a little bit. Did you
mhm,
guys see? You see these options up here? She can choose to make this QR code go to a website, some
mhm,
contact information, or she can create a coupon,
mhm.
right? So just depending on what it is that you want to do. Sometimes, guys, you guys have coupons all the time. Your company is giving away stuff, right? And you guys have that ability to create a coupon for these things. Oh man, we have a big old thing where we got $100 off. Send people a coupon code for $100 off. They don't know if it's the right. They can have that. Oh, do you have your coupon code? They don't know, they don't need the code, right? In
Right.
order to do it, they can.
Mhm.
That's a way to get people on your list and to give them the discount where before people might not have even asked for the discount. People love scanning stuff. I don't know what it is about that. People
Yes,
love.
it's a beautiful thing. I like scanning stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So I hit join and generate. Let's see.
Mm-hmm.
So it's going to take me to the pricing.
Yep.
So I would have to, in this case, buy one of these packages because there's
Yeah.
no
So
free option here. But once I do that, then the code is going to generate. And then you get to see the tracking that Tikeja was talking about. And it tells you how many you can generate, how many codes, how many users, everything, based on the package that you buy. So depending on, what you have, you look and see if this is something that you want to get.
absolutely.
Hmm.
Now, of course, I prefer free QR code generator.com.
All right, so let's do that.
Oh, move from by me.
You are.
Just because you don't have to initially put anything in, and this is the one that the majority of you will probably use because, as we always say, it's no need to pay money if you don't have to. Right? If you're just starting out, go with something that's free. Don't spend money if you have not made money. Right? You want to profit. You want to at least make back the money you spent.
Hmm.
Now you see free QR code generator. And now the difference between this one and that one is you have way more options. You can put a link inside of there. You can put a text message in there. You can put an email campaign in there. You can do an SMS campaign. You can put your phone number in this QR code, your location, your WhatsApp information. You can
Hmm.
have somebody jump on your Wi-Fi. You can give out information about an event. You can link it to Bitcoin and have people pay you Bitcoin. You can link it to your Skype and also to your Zoom. So definitely, I love this one. And
Okay.
you see what Daria's doing? You can pick your colors. You can pick your design and all of those things. So that is the beauty of it.
So we can pick out colors, which is nice. So this one is,
Mm-hmm.
so let's say I wanted to do,
And I love that. And Daria and I love to use our brand colors for a lot of things. So that's why you always see this orange and this purple. Those are our brand colors.
nice.
In case you guys are wondering, like, man.
Look at this
And
design.
did you see that? Did you guys see that? You get to pick the pattern that you want.
Hmm.
So even if you say, "Oh, I don't like the way that looks," oh, I love that purple. If you don't like the way that QR code looks, pick another one. Pick another one.
Right.
Right?
You could
Yeah.
add a logo.
And just how easily she's creating it, that's
Hmm.
just how easy it is to go back in there and change the destination. Door? Absolutely. Oh. Sorry, guys. My daughter like to leave the door open when she walk out the room because she fancy like that.
Okay. And then the frame. We could put a frame here.
Yep.
So see that, guys?
Look at that. See how it says scan me? Right on there.
And then what are the options? So now we can save it
Mm-hmm.
and then download it as a PNG.
Yeah.
And you guys are going to start seeing this QR code because we
Yep.
created it right in front of your eyes. So you
Close the
will
door.
be seeing it. And then, like Tikeja was saying, like, let's say that, you know what, we don't want to send them to uh, online success made simple anymore. We simply come back here and change the destination. Like now, let's say I want to change the color, right? Or the design.
Oh yeah.
Let's
And
say I want
guys,
to change
this
it
is
to
the only one that I use. I don't use the other ones. I use this one. It's free. There's no need to pay for one unless you absolutely just want to pay for one. I
Mhm.
love it.
So I changed the color.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see, is the color gonna change now? I just changed the color just so you can see. You can just go in there
Mm-hmm.
and changes, you know.
Just like that.
Mm-hmm. The frame, I'm gonna keep the frame the same because I like that. And oh, look at that!
Booyah! I know a lot of you guys like that.
Right? Look at that.
That's
So,
hot.
right. So now we have two different ones that we could use with our logo in the middle, so you know that's us. I'm gonna
Mm-hmm.
save it and then I'm gonna download it. So you will be seeing
I
this.
love it. Online success made simple. Oh snap! Don't save it.
Oh, I didn't spell it right.
You need another C in success. You know I'm the proofreader.
Well,
this is how we do stuff, y'all. I'll be like, oh wait a minute, let's
I didn't
reread
even
this.
realize. Okay, there we go.
Okay.
All right, now, so I'm gonna save it, and I really like this one. Online success made simple, right? Online success made
Yes.
simple, and that way, it already
You are.
exists. I'm gonna replace it.
Yep.
Boom.
Booyah.
Mm-hmm. And that's it. And that's how you make one. Really
Just
simple,
that simple.
really cool. So take a picture of this because this is the site that we highly recommend. We just wanted to show you there were other sites, but you could like Tikeja said, the link, text, email, phone. That's
Yeah.
goodness.
Now, yeah.
Zoom.
And this website, you can use the website or the app. It really doesn't matter. But this one, like I said, is the only one you really are going to need because you can track your QR codes in here. Everything that we said that you should be able to do, you can do with the free one. So, I mean, if you want to pay some money, go for it. But we recommend the free one.
Hey,
You see how easy it is. You see
anytime
that?
you do something free, I say go for free.
And I just love how you can just choose where you want it to go, just every time. But
Yes.
this, let me escape and let's see if anybody has any questions.
Okay. So she said she scanned it and it didn't work. Okay. All right. Cool. I might have did the same thing I just did. Put one C or one S and didn't even realize it.
And that is why we tell you guys
You have
that
to
you
make
have
sure.
to.
Yes. You have to make sure you check it.
Oh, at the pharmacy.
Oh, she said it works now. Oh, okay, cool.
Oh, okay.
Cool.
Oh, wonderful.
All right. And
Yeah, go ahead, Mary.
Mary said
using it at the pharmacy.
in the pharmacy. Uh-oh.
They got QR codes everywhere now saying you can
Everywhere.
get a free this and a free that. I'd be like, pull my phone out.
Hey, so let me take a few minutes and shout everybody out because I
Yes,
so
absolutely.
Stephanie, thank you for coming. Hey, Valerie, Renee, Colleen.
Hi guys.
Mary, great to see you. Antoinette, hey, from Staten Island.
Let me check out my profile.
House. Hey, Dedrick, thank you for coming. You said it's fire. Woo woo! Yay!
Absolutely, you need QR codes. Yeah. And of course, this will be in the group Online Success Made Simple, so you can review it at any time. And if you
Absolutely.
guys have questions, now is the time.
Now is the
We
time
welcome.
for questions, guys. We told you we was gonna bring it. We were super excited to make sure we got this information to you
Oh yeah,
because we know that QR codes are not going anywhere. We know
not
that.
anywhere. And I've seen a lot of you guys starting to do some things online and offline together. So of
Mhm.
course, QR codes are printable. So just like how I was saying, how you can go to that laundry mat and put that piece of paper up there, and now you don't have to worry about people pulling your phone number off. You just have a giant QR code up there telling them what to do. Scan here to make money, right?
Yes, and you know what I love about QR codes? It's just a very subtle way of sharing your information, promoting whatever you have. It's very subtle. It's there, and if people notice it, they'll take their phone and they will take a picture of it just out of curiosity. And then
Absolutely.
those that are not interested, they won't. And it doesn't really bother anyone. People are not annoyed by it, because it's there, but it's not intrusive, you know.
Absolutely.
So if you want to know more about what we're doing, you may scan that and say, let me see what that says. What is that all about? And if you don't, you don't. It's all good. And then what's nice,
Absolutely.
and the best thing that I love about it is when we go to restaurants, they just have the QR code on the table.
Mm-hmm.
You take a picture of it. You look at the
That's
menu
it.
on your phone. Make sure you have your glasses so you can see. You know, and you look at the menu. You know? So QR
Yes.
codes are the bomb because there's just so much that you can do with them, and
Yes.
they're not going anywhere. If anything, they become
Absolutely not.
becoming even more and more and more popular. So why not incorporate that in your marketing? And it's
Yes.
so easy to do. You can, instead of putting your logo, you can put a QR code on your posts, on your
Yep.
images, right? Just make sure that it works. Make sure you test it. Have someone else test it out. Don't do like me. Test it out.
Yes.
It works for you, and then it doesn't work for everybody else. Because sometimes that happens. When you create something, it works for you, but make sure you test it out with someone else. Just to make sure that someone else is able to get to the destination that you want them to go to. Okay. So,
Exactly.
so we hope you guys got value. We appreciate you coming. Please invite
Mm.
your teams, your colleagues. We're doing this for free for the community because
Yes.
we love the community. We want to give back. People poured into us, and we just want to give back what we've gotten. So anything that is hot,
You open
if
this.
it's something that you want us to cover, please let us know. Let us know in the group on
Absolutely.
Made Simple. Say, hey, can you guys go over and whatever it is, and we'll do it because this is for you. This is for you because we could just
Yep.
go ahead and just do it and not share, but that's not what we're about. Okay.
Absolutely.
So, guys, thank you so much for coming. Thank you, Mary. We appreciate you.
Yes.
Okay, you have to watch the replay. Yeah, rewatch the replay. You can share it. You can share it in your groups, on your
Yeah.
pages. This is very informative for any business owner. You know,
Absolutely.
because it can be used online and offline. That's the beauty of this thing.
That is beautiful.
It's a lot of variety. You can use
Mm-hmm.
so many different ways. It's not just one way that you can use this and be profitable. I've had people join my opportunity because of a QR code.
Yeah.
So, and
Yeah.
it wasn't until I looked at the tracking and I said, "Oh wow, they were on this site and then they saw my code and they decided to become a lead and then they joined me." So you definitely want to be versatile in how you get these the word out. So
Yes.
it is
Yes. Absolutely.
it is time for us to go. We will see you next week. We have an amazing interview.
Yes.
Next week, you must come and listen to this woman. She is going to bring it. Her story is amazing. So,
Yes.
guys, we will see you next week. Have an amazing evening. And
Yeah.
ciao.